Sweet. How's it going, guys? Me, Ben, again. Today we're working on the compact because what I've done is bought a sticker for the compact. It goes on the rear window and it says BMW with some stripes to match the pin stripes down the side. Touch of class, I know. So, this is going to go like on here somewhere, right? Obviously you can't really see it very well there. But my problem is this wiper. I think after a while, because there's like loads of little bits on it, it will end up knocking it off over time. See, I don't really use the wiper, but in case I accidentally knock it, I don't want to be knocking all this stuff off. And cars just look cooler without rear wipers. That's a fact. So yeah, on today's episode, we're going to be looking at how this comes off. Let's do it. Okay guys, so first to get the wiper blade off, pretty simple, is we need to, oh my god, I say it's simple. We need to pop this off, right? And then we have a, I don't know, 13mm nut there. Unplug that. So yeah, we need to undo that. Okay, so once you've undone this 13mm nut here, pulled the arm off, there's just a little rubber boot to pull off. Which I'll show you. Is this bit here. So you just pull that rubber boot off as well. And then it is free to move. So the next thing we need to do is start pulling all the plastics out and get the motor out. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is lift the boot up like that. And we need to take this horrible grey plastic off, okay? I know the interior is grey and it's disgusting. I will change it out and get some black stuff because black's, you know, just cooler. What I think it is we need to push these little like rivet poppers out. So the center you'll see has just a little circle. You just push that through, it's like a little pin, and what it does is it has a like a rivet style plasticky thing in there which expands when that little pin, yeah, plastic pin is in it. So if we push that all the way through, it can then get smaller, pull it out, and then I think there's something under these, so I'm going to try to pop those off. And then it should just be like plastic poppers, like on the door cards. Okay, sorry, this is quite a bad angle for you guys to see this, but basically you just need something thin and strong to push these through. I've opted for some little scissors because that's all I could find. And then they just push through like that. And then you want to get like a screwdriver or like a trim tool if you have any, which I'm going to go get now. So, I mean, I'm not even sure if the popper is all, that little pin's all the way through. Oh, we're getting somewhere. I might grab something else now. So, I got a toothpick, a cocktail stick, that's what you call it. And I'm just going to wham, there we are, pushed it the rest of the way through. I felt that drop in there. Now, obviously you want to remember that you've put that in there, otherwise you might end up losing it, and there you are. So yeah, this is the little plastic rivet. As you can see, the pin will go through that hole there, and then it just expands those out with the little jagged teeth there and holds it in place. So I just need to get the other one out now as well, and it will be good to go. Okay, so these are pretty simple. They're once again just a little plastic cover you need to pop off. You need to pop off. You need to pop off. Need to pop off. Need to pop off. Need to pop off. Pop off. And then you just need a crosshead in there. Just need a crosshead in there. Just need a crosshead in there for this little metal screw. Now, there's obviously a lot of little bits when it comes to interior stuff, so make sure you're putting all your screws and covers and plastic rivets in a safe space. I'm going to opt and use little plastic tray in the boot, kind of makes sense. So, hopefully, now for the big reveal, we're going to feel around the edges, start sort of working it down. Now, I know there's these little side bits, they might want to come out. Hopefully, there is a screw holding them in halfway down. I'm kind of hoping I don't have to pull that out and that they're on. Oh yeah, that's fun there. Okay, so that should be alright. Just break everything out really. And then, oh yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, just gently pop it and put it down, over the lock, feel around again this side, work that off. There we are, that is that. So yeah, as you can see, these little plastic poppers, just like on the door cards. If you haven't taken a door card off, then you won't know what I'm talking about. But if you have taken a door card off, you'll know what I'm talking about. So this is the motor mechanism. By the looks of it, it has 3 10mm nuts, bolts holding it in place. Now on these ones, that did have the washer jets do run through the motor and the wiper arm. So what we're going to do is pull this out, and I usually just get a cable tie and crimp it around like that. Obviously, like that does cut it off mostly, as long as you do it up nice and tight, or you can stick a screw in it, bung it up or something like that. Don't do that with electric cables, because that will not stop electricity flowing through them. There we are. So, also remember, there's 2 plugs in here. I think 2. That's one, yeah, there's one with like 2 wires in it, and then a smaller one with 2 wires in it. But they're 2 smaller wires. Yeah, so with the arm and that all pulled off the other side, this should just come out like that. And that's the motor out. And then what we'll do is tuck these up out of the way, and then I'll grab a cable tie. I mean, that's mainly got dust in it actually, not any water. But I'm going to grab a cable tie and cable tie that off. And then tie that up tight, and it should create a pinch. And then yeah, just tuck that just out of the way somewhere, right? And then what we're going to do is we'll put the plastics on, but what I'm going to do is put a bung in first, because sometimes when you put the bung in, you push them in too much and end up dropping them through. So it's just easier to put the bung in first and then put the plastics on. I'll measure the hole. It's like 2.7 centimeters, but I doubt they really do it in that size, so it's like 1 inch. I don't really know. This one's just a spare one my friend gave me. So I don't actually know. I don't even know if this one's going to fit. Oh. It did fit. Cool! Let's put the plastics back in. All those wires and that are tucked out of the way. Then what we need to do is get these plastic bits in, get it over there, and we're just going to try and line it up to where it originally was, not forgetting to tuck the pillar bits in behind the other existing pillars. Or if you are a racer and are opting to not have your interior being stripped out, because it doesn't really make you loud, but it's a lot louder inside the car, then you don't need to watch this bit. But you might want to skip ahead so you can see me putting a sticker on the window and see what that looks like. And then hopefully they're going to be in line. And you just want to tap around in a few places. Remember where those rivets are as well. Okay, so that needs to go further away. That sounds like a winner. That sounds like something. And then what we'll do, oh no. So those pins on those rivets that I said remember to get out, I didn't get out, but I don't really care, so I'm just going to put those back in there. Because fuck it, right? That's kind of my deal, really. That's it's sort of what most of my red coupe is like. Is I forgot to put stuff back in it, so it just stays out of it. Now that's ultra lightweight saving. I'm the real deal. That's why. So yeah, just put the screws back in. And if you remembered them, or they didn't pop off halfway across the workshop and they've disappeared somewhere, you're going to want to put that little plastic, cover on top of the screws. Like I said, one of them popped halfway across the workshop. That story was a true story about me. So yeah. Look at that, eh? Does that look better or what? So, okay, so I just looked at the camera. I'm going to apologise for me being all wonky. I might try and sort that out in editing. I probably won't. So yeah, let's put the sticker on. So obviously, when applying stickers to any surface, you want to make sure it's nice and clean. Now, on a window, you might use glass cleaner. I get a bit worried about glass cleaner because sometimes it can have like silicone in it, so that your glass is shiny. And stickers do not stick well with that. So what I usually just do is go for some fairy liquid and water mixed into a spray bottle. Just spray that on there. And then give it a wipe over with a cloth, hoping that it's removed any of the stuff under there. What I've got to do is work out where I want the sticker. Luckily on the back window, it's kind of easy to line up-ish where you put in the sticker because it actually has the little bits of wire. I know that's not what the technical name is, but that's what we're saying. The wire for the heated window. So you can sort of line it up with that, which makes it a bit easier, and then it's just centralising it really. Now this one is kind of annoying. It got a little bit creased in the post, but we'll deal with it. It's also, it would have been nice if it was actually a little bit longer, like these lines come all the way over to the window. That's not what's happening. I'm going to lay that, okay, now that wants to go down there. Maybe it wants to go there. I'm going to take a step back, see what it looks like. Yeah, I'm sure in the picture it looked a bit bigger. It'd been nice if it was bigger, so I'm actually not even 100% sure if I'm going to keep this, but however, it's here, so it's going on. Also with stickers, not only having a clean surface, but make sure your hands are clean. So I went and washed mine after doing all that wiper business, because they're a bit greasy. Because sometimes you might accidentally put your hands on some of the sticker, and if you leave a load of grease and dirt on there, it's not going to stick down well and it won't last, if not stick at. Oh, that's close. Yeah, let's talk about having dirt on your hands. No, that's okay. Let's just drop the sticker on the floor. No, don't worry, I didn't post that. Gotta peel it off like this. This is a pain out sometimes. Sometimes it needs to be done. annoying. I mean, if I really want, I might spend the money at some point. Oh, that bit's fucking nugget. Right, that bit of vinyl's really folded over from postage. So let's see what we can do. But yeah, I might spend the money and get one of the actual rear louvers for it, because I think they look pretty cool. Right there, higher. Just go a little bit higher. No regrets. Line that M up in. Luckily, it's quite a symmetrical sticker. So we're gonna douche it down there. Side up. And work it along. No, don't do that again. And then gently fill that side up. Going for the middle again. And that's a creases were, just trying to get rid of those. However, I don't think they have. I don't know if I'm a fan of that already. But we'll see once I peel it off. Big reveal. So, this is kind of the problem with buying like big bits of die cut vinyl, whatever it's called, online, is it being posted over. Like this was in some cardboard and stuff. It was quite nicely done. I don't know whether it's the fault to the supplier or it was just the fucking couriers. I mean, we all know what they're like. They throw stuff about. But there's just like a load of wrinkles and that in it. And I know it's not me, because this has gone from being in that package to the back of my car to here, and it's about a 10-minute drive from my house with all that. And I had all my windows closed, it won't like flying out. But yeah, big reveal, haha. Kind of looks like Bossman, you know, like Adidas kind of mafia style, kind of Slavic thing. Yeah, I mean, it's alright. I don't know whether, well, how long this sticker's even going to stay on here. One of it blowing off and falling off, that's not that great. Or from me taking it off. But we'll see. I mean, you guys don't really watch this to see the wiper removal anyway. So. It looks kind of cool, I guess. But yeah, happy about the wiper removal. Now, if you're doing this on something that isn't like this and it's like a hatchback, you can get like glass ones that go in there. And then if you're really cool, they give you like a sticker, I think, that goes round it and says like, kill all wipers. So you can get that if you want. The only problem is it says kill all wipers, but most people still have 2 wipers, or if you're cool like me, you have 1 wiper. So you're not killing all wipers. I have been your host, Bae Sauce. That is the wiper removal, and thanks for watching, guys. Once again, as usual, if there's anything you do want to know about, I don't know, removing the wiper, or just other E36 stuff related, do please leave a comment, and I can either message you or I'll make a video about it if I need to and whatnot, because at the moment I'm only sort of fixing stuff as and when they break and that. But if you have anything specific that you want help with, I am quite happy to go and buy new parts, or at least show you how stuff gets taken apart, what needs to be replaced, and fault finding on these. I have had a few of them now. This is actually the first compact I've ever owned. I've had 2 saloons and 2 coupes. It's also the first 4-cylinder I've owned. So yeah, I'm pretty knowledgeable on them, obviously apart from convertibles. But the Tourings are pretty much the same as the saloons, apart from they got the boot. So there's nothing really much different in those. Yeah, thanks for watching. See, I don't really use the wiper, but in case I accidentally knock it, I don't want to be knocking all this stuff off. And cars just look cooler without rear wipers. That's a fact. So yeah, on today's episode, we're going to be looking at how this comes off. Let's do it.